And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down in the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Going to the run, it's Cobb. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This quarterback part of their running game. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Here comes the heat. Still on his feet. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Sellers. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He might want another play. Switch it. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Runs through the tackle. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
these running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a 1st down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Going long. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Here he goes. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long, they're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down, now setting up 4th.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
He tries to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Throwing Sellers. Pressure coming. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Brown will throw it. Got the quick pass. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Sellers. Deep shot for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to change this route. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. Makes a grab deep. There he goes. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 6 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Pitt coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid.
Speeding down the left side. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And he puts through the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Lets it fly. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Here he comes out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They're going to ride this running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Kane. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his back in the middle. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. And he's in. Touchdown, Auburn! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Finds his big tight end. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
South Carolina, 31, Auburn, 13.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's McAllister. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Tiger. Took it all the way back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Throws it back. The sure hands, it's Bennett. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. On the option. The pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
White 53, white 53.
And that one's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Black 14, black 14. Hey. Come on, whoa.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for the big play. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Kill it. 2-14 close. 2-14 close. Hut.
Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
776 Temple. Hawkeye.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to fire to the left. It's caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. In the red area, it's McAllister. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just steamrolling the defense. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Number 24. Set to advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hard running there. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the pressure. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Auburn lines up quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He slings it deep to the left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback keeper. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. Across the 15. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And they got him.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over.